Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. The translation reads like this. People think that the workplace is all about how much you know, how much experience you have. They think that it is a game all about skills, hard work, and you being sharp at all the times. But they don't know the truth. In this world, what matters is spiritual power. If you have power spiritually, you can achieve anything that you want. And I have more of it than anyone in that office could ever imagine. My name is Zama, not a real name, and I am the reason as to why my colleagues cannot sleep at night. I can say that the whole block, because we share the same office building with other companies, is 3 other companies that are sharing the same building with us. The reason as to why they can't sleep at night, it is all because of me. I have made sure of that. I am not just another employee sitting behind a desk. No, I am like the one who is the puppet master. If I want someone to experience poverty in their life, I can do that. If I want someone's child to get so sick, so much that they can blow all of their medical aid cover, even in a couple of days, I can do that. I do not want anyone to succeed. Buy a new car and I'll be facing you. You can take your car today from the dealership, but tomorrow you'll be going with it back to the dealership. No one even dares to cross me. But from the outside, I am like this woman that is always loving, always kind, pretending as if I am a good Christian. It all started many years ago. So my grandmother, she was a witch, but I did not know that my grandmother was a witch. Then a couple of years ago, I had been working for this company for several years, doing more than my fair share. And yet, whenever it was promotion time, when promotion time came around, I was always overlooked. I remember that one day my manager came to me and said that I did not deserve the promotion. I said, why not? Then he told me that, we'll see, not her real name, she was the one who deserved the promotion and she was going to get the promotion. I thought that maybe it was just a prank, because at that time, everyone that I knew had gotten promoted, but only me. I was the one who was a senior at the company, but without any promotion at all. And she then got the promotion. I knew that I deserved that promotion. That was the day that I decided that I had had enough of playing by the rules. From that moment going onwards, I resolved to use every bit of knowledge that my grandmother later gave to me. I went to my grandmother because I just wanted some answers. Initially, I thought that maybe I had a calling. Maybe I was supposed to go and become a sangoma. So I did not want to speak with my mom, whom I am staying with here in Gauteng. I wanted to go back to the village so that I can speak with my grandmother in peace, because my mom would tell me to pray. But I was seeing that prayer was not working at all. And besides, I was having these dreams. Sometimes I would have dreams whereby there will be women that would come to me. These women, they will be standing in a single line, and then they will be calling my name. So what these women will do is that they would come close to the window of my bedroom. Then they would start to call. One will say Zama, the other one will say Zama, the other one will say Zama. That one that would have called my name will just disappear. Then the last one will say, we have been calling you. Why are you not answering our calls? We have been calling you. Why are you not answering our calls? We have been calling you. Why are you not answering our calls? As if she was placed on repeat. She will keep on repeating the same words over and over again, such that it will be hypnotizing. But when I would wake up, I would just see that it was all a dream. So I wanted to go back home so that I can speak with my grandmother pertaining that issue. I returned back home. When I returned back home, I told my grandmother all the things that had been happening at work and how I wanted her to assist me. And the first person that she said that we were going to target, it was Busi, the woman who had taken my promotion. Like, she was someone who was very beautiful, and I felt as if she had only gotten the promotion because of her beauty, and I could not stand it. I knew that I had to make her suffer. So one evening, after everyone had left, I went to her desk and I took her coffee cup. I brought it home and I used it to create a charm. I filled it with herbs that caused confusion, and I placed it in a small jar that I buried outside of my window. And then I started to chant over it, telling my grandmother to come with some of her witches so that they can help me out. And I was trapping her thoughts. I kept on focusing that the next day she was a different woman. She was always stumbling over her words during a meeting, forgetting key details, and she would drop her files, and I could see that she was panicking in her eyes. She tried to pick them up, but her hands were shaking. I smiled to myself, knowing that this was just the beginning. Over the next few weeks, her performance declined rapidly. She made mistakes after mistakes. Eventually, they had no choice but to demote her. They demoted her. That was the first taste of my victory. And I knew that I wanted more, but it was not just about her. There was a whole office of people who needed to be reminded of their place. Take Utandi, for example, not her real name. She is always trying to outshine everyone, acting like she is the queen of the office. Well, I could not stand her attitude, so I decided to bring her down a peg. I managed to swipe a hairpin from her desk one day. That night, I wrapped the hairpin in black thread, binding her spirit to me, and I kept on telling my grandmother to return again to help me, focusing on weakening her confidence, draining her spirit. And you know what happened? This woman, she used to say that her husband was not the cheating type, and that was exactly what happened. The husband did something that was quite embarrassing. He was caught red-handed. He was in bed with a married woman, and it did not take long for me to see the effects of everything that had happened. And she was once full of herself. She started avoiding everyone, avoiding eye contact, and as if she was carrying a heavy burden, she became forgetful, losing track of everything. I watched her wither away, and then finally she just became depressed. And there was another guy also. This guy I had once dated, like it was just a one night thing. We were both drunk, but what I did not like about him was that he kept on dating other young women. So I had a picture of him that I still had in my phone. Since my husband does not go around snooping in my phone, I took that picture and I traveled back to my grandma. When I returned to my grandma, we then used that picture, and until this day, he is this spiritual STI. He tries to get cured, but this STI does not go away, for he does not know that this STI, it is in his spirit. When he sleeps with a woman, that relationship won't go anywhere, because the woman will say, you have given me an STI, even if he is using a condom. That is how much I have cursed him. Am I proud of what I have done? Yeah, I think I am proud of the things that I have done, because I am doing a great job, just like what my grandpa told me. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister who gave us this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.